up, guys? Texas Triadic here with another review of some of the figures that came in this week. Now, this week we got a lot, so I have some catching up to do. Hopefully I'll be done by Sunday to get all these videos up. I have a lot. Anyway, this is a G.I. Joe classified Night Creeper, Cobra Night Creeper figure. Night Creeper, that name is weird. It's a creepy name, I think. Literally, like Night Creeper, and then Night Stalker, and Night Booger, and Booger. I don't know. It's just crazy how they named these characters back in the 80s. But anyway, here he is in his window packaging, giving me that retro feel. I had this one as a kid, so he looks really cool. I like the crossbow and all that. I don't know about this other head, but anyway, this is pretty cool. In the window packaging that they've been doing, so you get what you get instead of getting a salt shaker. On the side box, the side of the box, we get his art, which is kind of cool, but it's just kind of basic. I don't know. And like I said before, why can't we get this in the bag? That'd be kind of cool. Then we got the number 121. Are we gonna get to 200, 300, 400? We'll see. I hope not, because I have no more room. And in the back of the box, we have his artwork, his basically his figure pose, which just looks really cool. I like that pose. Actually, I might have to use that. That looks really good. And in the back of him, he's actually getting creeped by a Night Creeper. And then you got a picture of his other head, which I probably will not use because I think looks kind of creepy to me. And then again, creepy. It looks kind of weird to me. And then you got the Ninja Star, which is cool. And then on the side art, side art, you got this for different levels of whatever he does, and then the QR code, which is useless. Anyway, let's pop him out and give us a review. All right, here is Night Creeper out of the box, and he looks really, really cool. So one thing I can really say, what I really like is the head sculpt is really cool because you can actually see his nose and the mouth through the mask, which is really cool, as you can see. And then you got the head, which you got the visor, which is very chrome metal visor. Looks really cool. And then you got the headpiece right there, goes around with like a little mask. I was kind of hoping that they would have done kind of like how Nunchuck's head was done. That's the only thing, but it doesn't look that terrible. Of course, you know, he's gonna be facing forward most of the time, so that's not terrible. His chest plate is silver, and then you got the metal piece right here, which is really cool. This kind of moves up a lot, so you might want to push it down, or even if you want, super glue it on this side. It should just stay there. Sometimes it moves up, so you got to be careful, but definitely looks better if it's put down like that, as you can see. Then you got the colors on the pants are the camo purple and gray, which are really cool. Go all the way down the figure towards the back. He has these on the belt. I forgot you can put his knives there. And if you know what the knives are called, then please let me know in the comments because I have no idea. And then you got the shin guards, which are pretty cool. I like these shin guards. Actually, for the first time I'm actually saying I like the shin guards. Those look really cool. And then you got the shoes that are basically Storm Shadow uses. So the colors, the purples, the grays, and the maroons look really nice on him. So he does actually pop. And I remember him as a kid. I did have him, and I got him because of these colors. So I'm not very disappointed. So let's go over a little bit. Let's look at some of the accessories. All right, it comes with this other mask, which I think is, I don't know. I haven't put it on him yet, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see if I keep him or not with this hat or not. So, I mean, it's a cool little visor. It just looks kind of like a bird to me. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Like a hawk or something. I don't know. All right. He's got these, like I said, I don't know what they're called, but he has two of these cool dagger knives, I guess, which are pretty cool. I mean, that's cool. He didn't come with that in the original, so that's really nice. I like how they add stuff, which is cool. He has a hand that has a throwing star already indented in, just like Storm Shadow. They got the long thing. These are hard to pull and pull out of the figure. They should have just made them a little short and easier, but there you go. And then he's got the I'm gonna slap your mama hand. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I guess I'm trying to figure out what's inside. This is, I guess, a throwing thing. I don't know. If you can tell me what that means inside, I'm not too sure, but that's really cool. Hand. All right. Let's go and look at the backpack, which is really cool. Like, you already have these already indented, which is kind of, I think they would have been pretty cool if they could have just gave you more and you just kind of stick them in there. But yeah, they're in there, but it looks really cool. This is a really cool looking backpack. Then you got this, and we're going to talk about this indentions in just a second, and the coolness and the suckiness about them. You got the smoothness of the backpack right here, the peg. And you got this looking like it has like a backpack or something. No, backpack, sleeping bag, and then you got this rope down here. I mean, it's a really cool looking backpack. There is just, like I said, one thing that we will get in a second. And he comes with two swords. Here's just regular sword, just like the original. He came with two swords. So he had a regular one like this, and then he had this weird jagged one. But they're really cool. It's different. That's what makes them different. I like that. And they're actually not that gummy, which is pretty cool. I like that. I'm a gummy bear. Okay. And then we have this one single arrow that goes onto the crossbow gun, which is really cool. And the star of the show for me is a crossbow gun. This looks really cool and phenomenal. I will not be surprised that they don't use this again. And I'm actually surprised I wonder, does version 2 Storm Shadow have this? I don't know. As like I said, this part is gummy, but not terrible. But it's really cool. So you can put your little arrow. Oops, that's backwards. Hello. Your little arrow down there. If I can get it in there. Up, move it up. Looks like that. So let's talk about this backpack real quick. So the backpack is really cool, but there's something that's off. Now on the original from the back in the day, there was not just these two. There was 3 grooves here. So when you put in the sword, it actually stayed in place because there was, there was that other one on this side. This one you kind of got to put in. It does plug in, but when you put it was upside down. Is it upside down? Wait, no, it's not upside down. Sorry. When you put this other one, it does the same thing, but since these grooves are, it's kind of hard for it to click on. I mean, it does stay for a second, but once you move the figure, it's easy for it to come off. So you gotta kind of be careful with that if you're not using the swords. See, it's easy to come off, which that's a little frustrating. Looks a little off too, but no terrible deal. Now the flaw on this is when you put the crossbow, which would be cool because you can carry the crossbow or whatever, and he can be walking around with his knives. But when you put the crossbow on, it does fit, and it looks cool. But when you move, it comes off easily. So they could have done a click system or something on that to make that a little bit better. But other than that, it still looks cool. All right, so let's get them all posed out and my final thoughts on Mr. Night Creeper. All right, my final thoughts on this. Okay. The thing about them is that I had to put them in figure stands because I tried to pose them without them and they kept falling. So they do get a little top heavy and they kind of don't stay down. So that's one thing you got to remember about posing these guys. I'm probably going to have to get some different type of figure stands to get them up. So that does suck. Number 2, of course, those swords not staying on the backpack. That is a very frustrating pain. And as you can see also on the 2 here, I don't have the crossbow up because that also falls off easily. So yeah, kind of minor nitpicks, but other than that, this is a great figure. He does give you that nostalgia feel, and he is really super cool. So so are you gonna pick these guys up? You're gonna leave them? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Until next time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.